Lordy.
Once more with feeling.
You know,
because you froze.
Oh,
It's okay. We've been having technical snafus all week here at USP. So I know I'm playing without Roll20 today. I know that, there's internet hiccups all over the world. So uh, if we lose you, we're sorry. But yeah. Uh,
we'll try again.
yes. Yeah. So Liz, can you answer the question for us real quick?
Yes. Lena likes the bumper cars because she can get out her deep down aggression that she can't in regular traffic.
I love that. The bumper cars are also my favorite. My
Mine
personal
too.
Will favorite. Yeah. So
Mine too.
cool. Cool, cool. Let's go over to Sabi.
Hello, my name is Sabi. I am the artist behind Perplexed PD. I work with Shell Luster Studios on some films and work with Deco Art as an artist through them. And I play Echo. She is a wannabe punk with a heart of gold. She lost her sister a long time ago now, and she just finally is working through that. As far as an amusement park ride, I don't know if you guys remember, but the one that would stick you to the wall when it would spin real fast.
Gravitron.
Yeah, there
Yes.
you go.
That was that. Yes, I never went
Yeah.
on that in my life.
I used to all the time when I was a kid, but she would totally be seen doing that one and trying to get herself upside down so her head would be where her feet are,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I've never been on that. It sounds intense.
I used to
It
stare at
is.
them in horror.
Yeah, you're stuck to the wall and it's
Yeah.
like you feel super heavy when you try to move, but like there'd be like these like kids that would be like, oh, let's try to flip upside down, so they'd be upside down against the wall, so obviously when it stops you kind of slide down onto your head.
It's using the centrifugal force for those
Yeah.
science geeks.
There we go.
Awesome. Yeah. I feel like I always eat a funnel cake when I first arrive at an amusement park, so that probably would not agree with me if I were to try that ride. But
That's fine. It brings it all back up.
That's
Enjoy it twice.
not in the manner of fond memories.
and moving on to Dallas.
Oh, you remembered me this time. That's
I
polite.
did.
My name is Dallas Ray. You can find me, I don't know, on Twitter and Instagram at Dallas829. You can find me on YouTube and Spotify at The Dallas Show. We have a podcast and a video talk show. I'm playing James Barbara, the Magic Ice Cream Man. And what would I feel like his favorite ride would be like a swan paddle boat. Nothing crazy, just a leisurely flapping around.
Well, I'm trying to think of something clever to say, but I don't know what you can say about a swan boat. So I will just leave it at that. And my name is Will. I again am the keeper. You can find me here at USP where I do this, and I'm in Blue Rose on Tuesdays. If you hear barking, I also have a dog. His name is Maverick. He has never been to an amusement park. My favorite answer is the bumper cars, but it was already said, so I'll say the teacups.
Yeah.
Because why not? Cool. So, having said all that, let's hop into Penrose Triangle. Does anybody want to chat about the last time we were here and what happened?
This one was, well, it was we had a good heavens, I don't remember where it was we went to, but I think it was somewhere in Montana, and there was the house had been haunted by, as it turned out, a pair of spirits, and one of whom had ended up possessing one of the children, and it was really quite unhappy. We put a stop to that. I'm drawing blanks at this point because I don't have any of my notes at the moment.
Cool.
So if
Yeah,
somebody
I
else
think you
thinks
got a lot of it in there. Anybody have anything that they want to add to what just happened, where we just were?
I think we did the most damage there.
we just kind of
Like
trashed
property
the place.
damage or like
Yes,
emotional damage?
Emotional scarring, yes.
I mean,
absolutely.
You
well,
can
okay,
say
but like
it was me.
it was already there. It was already there.
Sure.
We
Yeah,
just enhanced it.
the therapy is going to be long for them for sure. But I don't think anybody saw Carmine without his hat on. So so
That's
the
good.
worst is yet to come for that. Cool. So yeah, we went out to Montana and we solved a haunted house situation. And that is important to this week for no reason at all because this is episodic. So we are in the plane on our way back home, and for purposes of this, we'll say that it's a long enough rest that y'all heal back up. Um, and everything is good because we were all a little worse for wear at the end of that.
We got tore up pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So so you make it back to New York and you make it back to the Penrose Triangle. You get paid. You get pasta, and
Yeah.
you're all ready to go back to your homes for a nice rest. And we'll kind of start there just so that everybody gets a minute to say kind of what they're doing. Let's start with Lena. Lena, after this, what do you think you're doing?
Um, she kind of wanted like, I don't know, like not really a vacation, but like she started a new book series. And after everything, like she actually doesn't have a new snack, and so it's kind of like throwing her off.
Sure. What's the book series? Anything fun?
It is the Great Library series. If you haven't heard about it, it's basically if the Alexandria libraries didn't get destroyed and how the world would be. It's really good.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. So you're reading that on pretty much on the way back, and
Mm-hmm.
you're starting to.
Yeah, she's on book 4, so
Cool.
book 5 is on its way from Amazon.
So so you make it easy enough back to your house. You curl into your couch with um, ho-hos and Twinkies and all of those things that you love. And nothing's hitting the right spot, but you've got a good book and you've got Onyx. How's Onyx doing? Onyx had his
Um,
first fray with
yeah, he's really just content to watch the birds out the window. He is not ready to be out in the world again so soon, so
sure.
yeah.
And you're home for, let's say, I don't know, 4 chapters or so, enough for a few hours to have passed. Um, and your cell phone rings, and it's Penny.
Oh, good. Hi, Penny.
Hey, I'm so sorry to bother you. I know that you're just getting home, and would you mind coming in? There seems to be a problem.
Okay. Do I need to bring anything?
Um, bring whatever you've got.
Okay. I will be there as soon as possible.
Cool. And we will cut away to another part of town. James, it's been a little bit since you have been um, since you've been back in the city. What do you got to do? You've got a business. You've got family.
Yeah, I think that now that I'm back, I think Sunday has done a wonderful job of running the storefront, but I think that I have grossly underestimated what it has taken to run this thing, and it is just a disaster zone. So I think I spend most of my time at the ice cream shop.
Sure. So you get off the plane and you head that way. Um, you see that the shop is closed, which, you know, like 8 o'clock on a Thursday night, so that's a little bit strange. But
Mhm.
yeah, you're able to get inside. Why don't you roll a d4 for me? See how good
Sure.
Sunday kept the place while you were gone.
Oh no. Where'd it go? I rolled a 4.
It is immaculate. It's nicer than you would leave it.
Mwah. I will give Sunday a promotion and a raise.
Sure. And as you log onto the computer to kind of see how things have been, you realize why it's so immaculate. It's because the store has not been open for pretty much since you left.
I rescind my promotion.
I won't tell her if you
Interesting.
won't. So,
He said it. We all heard it. No backsies.
yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, I think I immediately go and open the store.
sure. Yeah, you can open the store. Lights on. Pretty much as soon as you unlock the door, you get a few people coming in looking for some stuff. You've got a little girl who comes in who's looking for just like a scoop of what was it? What was the first one? The chupa chocolate chip.
Chocolate chupa chocolate chip or chocolate chupacabra. I don't remember. Chupacabra. Sure.
And as you go to scoop that, you find that the ice cream is melted in the
No.
in the case there.
Like the refrigerator isn't working, or the refrigerator's not on, or freezer.
Why don't you give me an investigate roll?
Okay. Where's my sheet here? Investigate is sharp,
Investigate
right?
a mystery. I don't have roll 20, so let me pull out my book
Ooh,
and make
wait,
sure
sorry,
that I
that's rude.
remember
I
what
have
is.
it here. I can just do it. Okay.
I believe that it is sharp, but
Yes, it is.
Cool.
That is a 7.
Sure. You know that your refrigerator doesn't run on electricity. It runs on your magic.
Oh no. I think I immediately go to the back in the office where the book is.
Okay. Sure.
I first I scoop just like a cup full of melted ice cream, put a lid on it, and go, here's a free milkshake. Everybody out. I close the store again.
Okay. After handing this little girl essentially creme anglaise and not serving anyone else. Yeah. So you said you head back into your back office. And what is it that you're looking for?
I want to look for I want to look in the trunk where the spell book is kept to see if there's something wrong with the book.
Sure. So you find the book. Why don't you give me a just a straight weird roll, a flat weird.
A 5, which is like which is snake eyes.
Oh,
plus my modifier.
sure. So you see the book is still there.
Cool.
As you leaf through it, I mean, you're not blind. So as you leaf through it, you see that there's like a section of pages that are missing from this book, like torn out. But with your incredibly low rel, I will say that you do not know what was in the missing pages.
Awesome. I think I'm going to see there are pages missing. I want to shut it, close the trunk back up. I want to see if I can I roll to see if I can so the trunk, I don't usually keep the trunk like super locked because I haven't really had a reason to have it super locked. People don't know what's in this trunk. Can I like close the trunk and cast a spell to like freeze the trunk in ice so nobody can get into it?
Sure.
While I leave, so the book can stay here while I try to figure out.
Sure. Our audience doesn't know much about this book or about your magic source. Is there anything that you want to share with them, or do you want to keep it all under wraps for now?
Oh, that's fine. No, my powers tend to come from, the reason the business has done well and people enjoy the store, and the reason that James can be so flippant about closing the store, opening the store, is that the inside of the ice cream shop has a spell on it from this spell book that his grandfather gave to his dad, that his dad, well, his dad died, his grandfather gave it to him, that keeps the store cheerful and awesome. So the fact that, you know, some of the ice cream isn't perfect means that there's definitely been something wrong with the book, and now I know there are pages missing. So, but the book has to stay in the shop. So I don't want to leave it, or I don't want to take it with me. I want to keep it there where nobody can get to it again.
Sure. Why don't you? So you said that you're going to cast a spell. Why don't you roll me a d20? For my home
8.
version. 8? Okay, so as you pull out your little container of sprinkles, you see that it's running relatively low. We'll say that there are only 8 sprinkles left in this container. Keeping that in mind, do you want to still freeze this trunk?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you give me that weird roll? But don't use your weird. Roll 2d6 minus 3. Your normal weird is plus 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. From now on, your weird rolls are minus 3.
What in tarnation? That's
You had
an
one
8.
job. That's an 8 with the minus 3.
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Okay. Sure. Your the magic takes hold. You put some nice soft serve all over this trunk, and it hardens into hard serve. And what's inside might get a little wet, but it is nobody's breaking into it anytime soon.
Cool. I think after I do that, I want to I guess I could have investigated the book before I froze it in a block of ice. Can I can I do any sort of like sorry, let me figure out which one specifically I want to do. I guess I'll call Sunday and see if there was, can I give Sunday a ring?
Sure.
Ring, Sunday.
There is no response from Sunday's phone.
God. Okay.
It is a Thursday night. She has calculus to study for. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know.
I don't know. Can I do like an investigate roll to see? I guess I didn't investigate to see what was wrong with the ice cream, so I know the pages are missing. I guess can I look around the office and see if there's anything out of place?
Sure. Give me an investigate the mystery.
That is a 13.
Wow. Is that boxcar for you?
Yes, it is.
You're rolling too good. Cool. Yeah, you can look around. You see that things have kind of been rifled through, which is maybe no bueno. Because you, even in your chaos, keep things a little bit neater than it is back here. You see that some of your financials have kind of been, like financial paperwork has kind of been rifled through. With a 13, I will say too that there's like a like grease or like an like lard kind of build up on some of the papers. Build up is wrong, but like you know how like if you leave a piece of pizza on a piece of paper, you see like grease on it
Stain.
when you it's kind of like that, but it's like fingers that were greasy that were touching it. And you see little like crumbs kind of all over the place. With a 13, I will say you can't determine what it's made of, but it's got kind of like a clove, cinnamon, allspice kind of smell.
Interesting. The old cinnamon rats are back. I don't know what that means. Interesting. Well, I guess I will call. Can I like call the team to come look at come help? Tell them
Sure.
there's been a break-in.
You know that the team is kind of disbanded. Is there somebody that you want to call first?
Probably Carmine.
Okay. How are you going to call Carmine, who does not have a cell phone?
Ah, shit balls. I scream into the night. No, I forgot he didn't have a cell phone.
I seem to recall,
sorry.
like,
Andy, I forget. I think you said you don't have a cell phone.
Yeah, well, I mean, because I'm trying to remember whether or not Penny made him start carrying one or not. I would have to imagine that she did, but you know, if not me, you know, I know Lena's got like mad investigation skills. So, but yeah, I don't see any. I would imagine that Penny would balk at the idea of not having a way to get in touch with their
Sure.
people. So,
I will say that a few hours have passed, and if you call Carmine, he'll probably be underground in the sewers where it's complicated to get service.
that's the problem with it. And he barely walked out of that last whole thing. So for all we know, he might even just be still being seen to like medically.
Yeah.
I guess next on my list would be Lena then.
Sure. Ring, ring. And James will call Lena.
Sorry, I'm moving my thing here.
Hello?
Lena, hey, what's up?
I was just tending to Onyx, giving him some anti-anxiety. What's up?
So I think somebody broke into the shop,
Into
and
your ice cream shop?
yeah, they broke into the ice cream shop. I think I can't figure out what's going on. Could you come down and help kind of look at some stuff for me?
Yeah. I got a message from Penny. Do you want She said she needed me there. Let me call
I don't.
her and
Yeah,
see. Yeah.
see if hers is more pressing. I mean, I'm not in like any danger, but I don't know.
But yeah, who would break into
I
an
don't.
ice cream shop? Okay,
Yeah, and there's like these cinnamon crumb thing. It's weird.
that sounds weird. I'll be right
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
I'm gonna text Penny and just let her know that I'm headed to you first.
Cool. Penny will receive that and say, understand, please hurry. This is priority.
Oh.
You get the sense that it's uh, the there's no smiley face emojis that you normally see with Penny texts.
Okay. Poor Lena is like, well, now I don't know who to go to because, like, they're both really important. And
And as Lena struggles with that, we will cut over to Echo. What's Echo been doing?
Normally she would go out to the arcade or batting cages, but recently she just kind of wants to stay in, play some video games, and like just kind of nerd out and kind of get lost into her own head and her own world.
Sure. What's the video game that Echo is currently working her way through?
It's kind of like all over the place, honestly. So sometimes we have like the power wash simulator game, where you just you zone out and you just clean just dirty things. Other times we're playing like, Stardew Valley and loading up on chores that you'd never do in real life, but you put it in a video game and suddenly it's enjoyable. And then we're doing some, horror survival stuff like Mad Father. And so she's just kind of jumping around. It's almost like she wants to do everything all in one go. So she starts playing for a minute and then changes over. Oh, and some Slime Rancher because.
Yeah, and you've got Mr. Sunshine there right next to you, an extra headset on Mr. Sunshine. Not that
Obviously.
he can hear anything, but he's your gaming buddy, so he's
Yeah.
there. You get in a few different games for a couple of minutes, maybe a few hours pass, and then you get a text message on your phone from Penny.
Oh, what does it say?
Need your assistance. Hopefully not a big deal. We'll see.
Okay. All right. Let me put these pink slimes here and yeah, hold on. Let me just finish this day. Let me finish this day and I will be right there, Penny.
Okay, period. A day seems like a long time, period. Please hurry.
No, in game equals 5 minutes. Or one day equals 5 minutes. Be there soon.
And you just get a K response. Cool. Let's head over to Carmine. Carmine, you stay. Penny makes you stay for just a little bit when you get to Penrose. She wants to take care of some more of you were more harmed in the last round than most. So
Yeah.
she wants to hold on to you for just a little bit.
Yes. He'll spend the time trying not to climb the walls of his own head, because that's basically what you do when you're when you're in a hospital or something, you just try not to like drive yourself crazy. And he's
Sure.
got uh, more recent things than most that he's trying real hard to not think about. So
Sure. Yeah. You don't have to stay much longer. Probably only half an hour with your advanced advanced blood and Penny's advanced medicine. Um, you're she just wants to make sure that you're not going home to anything infected or anything like that. But
I
it is rather
appreciate that, Penny.
impressive. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
amazing what your blood can do. Um, why don't you roll me a uh, there's no like investigation. Um, I guess there's investigate a mystery. Why don't you roll me a manipulate somebody
oh,
roll? That's a charm.
that is a charm. Well, that'll be fun. Yeah, that's not going to happen. That is a 6.
Okay. Um,
Oh, no, mark that.
as she is tending to you, um, you notice that she is both administering medicine and also drawing blood from you. Um, whatever that means.
Penny, Penny,
Hmm?
what what gives? What gives with the stickins?
Oh, it's just routine doctor things. Just making
Routine
sure that
doctor
you're okay.
things. I mean, you're going to send him to a veterinary lab? What is this?
No, no. Should I be sending them? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm like 126 years old. I don't know.
oh, that's impressive. I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Just routine blood work, just making sure that you're as close to normal as you can be.
You got it. You got it, Penny. Yeah, that's of course. I'm a little on edge after our last little adventure.
Okay. Well, is everything okay?
Oh yeah, no, it's fine. It's just fine. I'm just uh kind of looking forward to getting back to home crap home.
Huh. Okay. Well, if you ever need to talk, I'm here.
Yeah. I'll do that. I'll do that. Thanks. Thank you, Penny.
Okay. I'm a little worried.
I mean, just kind of sort of well, I guess he looks at everybody like that, but he sort of like does the gator version of like looking at her like under his eyelids like okay. But yeah, he just kind of does not respond to that.
Sure. She will not hold you
Yeah.
if you want to leave.
Um yeah, just yeah, let me know how those results come out, he says, knowing that none of it's going to mean the first thing to him. And yeah, he will make his way out and he will make his way home.
Sure. Can you flip a coin for me? Can you roll a d2?
Yeah. 1d2. Teehee. Apparently, no, I can't. That comes up as a 2.
Sure. So as you make your way back to your place, walking the streets until you get to the regular manhole that you go down into the sewers, about a block away, you see that the road is blocked off, um, and that there are people standing around um, your what I'll call your manhole.
what do these people seem to be doing around my manhole? That is
Uh,
a very that's not even the first time I have asked that literal question.
Freezing.
what? Why don't you? Why don't you give me an investigate the mystery
I
roll?
would love to. That is a sharp roll.
Mhm.
That is comes up with an 8.
Sure. I think that's a mixed success. So I will
Yeah.
say, you can tell that these are paramedics. They are police, um, and they not only have blocked off the street, but they also kind of have like cones around the manhole, and people are going in and coming back up. Um, there are some bystanders kind of around the perimeter of the street, kind of taking a peek and trying to figure it all out, but it's a little bit complicated.
Yeah, I was gonna like try and give one of them a nudge and just be like, what's going on here? What is this?
Apparently, something killed a lady, and it fled to the sewers. Um, I don't know.
And all like the minute the word sewers is uttered, like he turns around to find that Carmine has already left. He does.
Sure.
It's that classic move. He's gonna go find a relatively convenient place to get down off the street and into the sewers and see if he can figure out what's going on. At the very
Okay.
least, to see if he can get home.
Yeah. Why
But
don't you?
probably not.
Why don't you give me a? I won't make you roll for it. You know the sewers well enough, and how your how your part of the city runs to be able to find a back way, and working through the channels underneath the city. Why don't you roll a d4 for me?
That is a 3.
Okay, so you make it about 3 blocks away from your residence when you start seeing flashlights, and hearing voices in an area of the city that you think is solely inhabited by you.
Okay. Something is going on here. Make my way. So I don't really, unless I can. Yeah, I guess I need to. If there's people down here, I don't want to be down here. I guess I will make my way back to the surface and get a hold of Penny.
Sure. Can you give me an act under pressure roll?
Yeah, that's a cool click. More click. Yeah, his cool is long since expended. That is a 3.
Cool. So as you go to disappear, you accidentally step in some water, and alert the police to your presence, who are now going to either give chase if you're trying to flee, or are going to try and interact with you. However
I
you.
don't think I have the wherewithal to have this interaction with them right now. So I think, yeah, Carmine's going to bolt.
Sure.
He's just going to try and get back to the surface and get lost in a crowd if he can.
Okay. Why don't you give me another act under pressure roll?
Hopefully a better one. Oh, that was a better one. That was an 8, the mixed success.
A mixed success. Okay.
Yes.
So you are able to shake off these police who don't know this part of the city as well as you. Make it back to the manhole that is not yours, but the one that you used as the back entrance.
Yeah.
And as you climb up, you lift that round disc from the road, and you are met by two eyes that are very familiar to you. As you see Penny right in front of you.
That's quite a coincidence. I was coming up to call you. What the hell and other assorted phrases is going on here?
And before she answers you, she draws a small, I don't want to call it a pistol, but that's kind of what it looks like to you. And the last thing that you feel is a small little dart hit you with a little, let's say, purple pom pom. As everything goes fuzzy.
That is a really nice shade of purple. That's about as much dialogue as he's got in him at this point.
And the scene goes to black for you as we cut back over to Barbara Cones. Just as Lena is arriving. James, is there anything that you're doing while you're waiting for Lena?
I think I'm still just kind of looking around to see if there's anything else tampered with or anything. The office is obviously where the more important things are, but
Sure. Yeah, I've given you as much as you're gonna be able to find until Lena comes. So, Lena, you arrive, and the two of you are free to do what you need to do.
About a crumble?
oh yeah, I take her back to I show her to the office and show her the remnants of what was left behind.
Was anything taken?
I don't. The only thing that was really taken was the spell book has some pages ripped out of it, but I don't know what was on the pages.
Do I recognize the spell book?
You, James, has Lena ever seen the spell book?
I was gonna say I don't know that Lena's ever seen the spell book. We're related on my mom's side, not the Barbara Cohn side. So I think I've told her about it before, but nothing more of like mentioning that, there's magic involved with the ice cream shop.
Sure. So Lena, why don't you give me a weird roll? I'll give you a +1 for your sight, because you can see through this. You can kind of see the aura of the book through the ice cream shield that is now covering the trunk.
Okay, that's a 9.
Sure. So you can kind of see the aura of this book, and whereas most magical items emit a very strong aura for you, this is pretty weak. Whatever the magic in this item has been damaged, and if it's not fixed pretty soon, it will become inert.
Can I tell, like, if it was, like, magically, like, just, like, tampered with, or if it was, like a tool? Does that make sense?
Yeah, the question makes sense with the roll that you gave and it being obstructed from you physically. I'm going to say that you cannot tell.
Okay. Well, and you don't know which pages were taken out?
Yeah, I haven't really. I mean, I don't. It hasn't been that long since like everything got handed over to me, and I've been so busy with everything we've been doing. I haven't had time to like actually sit and go through the book. So I'm not sure. I just could tell there were pages ripped out of it. I don't know exactly what was on the pages.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm still worried about Penny because she didn't really sound like herself even when she was texting me. So, can we take this to her and see if she has any insight or anything that we can do?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Can I like gather a small like a sample bag of like these crumb things that were left over? You said it was crumbs, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Can I like slide some into a bag, and then maybe like take one of the. You said there was like a stain almost, and like put that in a bag also. So I have like one sample that has the clove crumb things and one that has the residue.
Sure. Yeah, that's easy enough to do, and you can have all of that stuff. James, why don't you give me a sharp roll, and Lena, why don't you give me a weird roll?
I got a 10.
I got a 9.
Sure. So James, as Lena's asking you these questions, you do know that your magic was. You remember that your magic was fully intact. Let's say less than 10 hours ago, because you had to
Mhm.
use it in the battle where you just were. So
Yeah.
whatever has happened in the last 10 hours or less. Lena, on a 9, with your sight still active, you can see faint magical glow on these cookie crumbs.
Is it color specific or just a haze?
It's just kind of like a haze. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's a specific color associated with it.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't recognize the magic, let's say. It's just something is
Okay.
there with a 9.
Cool.
And you said you guys are going to leave?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Who leaves first?
I will.
Okay. James, can you give me an act under pressure roll?
I'd love nothing more.
Cool.
That is boxcars, baby.
So as you shut this glass door, and lock it, because that's why you were last out, was so that you could close everything up. You go to lock the key or lock the door, and as you remove the key, what you notice first is kind of like a small breeze that passes your face, and then you notice that the entire glass door shatters right in front of you.
Perfect.
And why don't you roll a d2 for me? Flip a coin.
Like roll a d2. Can I even flip a coin on here?
If you /roll space 1d2.
Or you can roll a d4 and just tell me if it's even or odd, if that's easy.
It's even.
Even. You see what you think is 3 gingerbread men hop off of the counter.
God bless it.
and run into the back room.
Okay, that's messed
Uh,
up.
And if you look behind you to Lena, you will see that there is a cleaver that is kind of lodged into a tree next to Lena.
Cool. When you say gingerbread men, you mean like actual size gingerbread men?
Let's say slightly taller than actual size, but like kind of between 10 inches and a foot, like not like life size gingerbread men.
Gotcha. Yeah, I see them go into the back office. You said?
Yep.
Yeah, I for sure want to chase them down.
Okay,
I'm smashing cookies.
cool.
My new band name.
Yeah, you can go into the back office. You see kind of one in front of you as like trying to get into a grate. I don't know what they're called. Like an exhaust grate. Like an AC vent.
Oh, the vent. Yeah.
Are they holding? Do I see them like holding any sort of weapons of any sort? Or are they just gingerbread men?
You just see like his or her bottom half as they're like trying to get into this grate.
Can I do a roll to try to snatch one?
Sure. How do you want to do it?
I think my tough is so bad, but I think my first instinct is to just leap
Okay.
and try to snag one out of the grate. So it's probably a tough, right?
Yeah.
And in all fairness,
Oof.
it's made out of cookies, so it's probably not very tough.
Yeah,
But they could
that
be
would be
fast.
a 5.
A 5. Let me. No. You can grab onto one of its legs. As you do, it's going to kick you in the face with the other leg. You'll get a bloody nose and you will take 1 point of harm. You have a hold of it, but that's all you've got right now.
Okay. I think I just screamed for Lena to help.
Sure. And I'll give Lena a turn in this round.
Oh, good. Oh, right now.
Yep. Unless you want to hold. Or unless you feel like you need to run into the room and understand.
Okay, but all I saw was shattered glass and then him just leaving.
Yeah,
Like, I didn't see the gingerbread men, so.
I don't think you saw the gingerbread men because you were further away. But you definitely, what you saw was a giant knife hurl through a window and miss both of you by inches. And it is now embedded in a tree that is less than a foot away from you.
Awesome. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna hold.
Okay. Hold in the street or holds in the ice cream shop?
Do you hear me?
I'm sorry. One more time.
In the street.
Okay, in the street. So we're back to James. You got a hold on this leg.
Oh, I mean, I want to try to. It's like halfway in the grate, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I guess what I would like to do is try to rip. Now I have a hold of it. I'd like to try to rip it out or break it off.
Sure.
And then see if I can't like. See if I can't like snap its leg off or legs, and then see if I can't like open the grate and try to get it before it's like crawling away. But that's probably 2 separate actions.
Yeah, I would say, which do you want to do? Do you want to separate the limb or do you want to pull it out of the grate?
I pull it out of the grate.
Okay. Give me another tough roll.
Ooh. Mr. Barbara, you should have gone to the gym more. That's a 6.
Okay. I will say that you are able to pull it out of the grate. In your haste, though, to catch this one, you didn't realize that there was one still in the room who is going to take a swing at your leg. So he's going to take your leg out from under you. I rolled a 10. So you're going to take another. I'm rolling bad. One harm as your knee dislocates and you fall under yourself.
Good Lord.
And in that commotion, the one that you had held is going to hop back into the grate.
Okay.
Lena, are you doing anything or are you just keeping an eye out front?
What in Merlin's name is going on in there?
Send an Onyx. They're
Pourquoi?
attacking. The gingerbread men are attacking.
Are you sure that's powdered sugar in there?
Please help.
When gingerbread men attack. Okay. Cool. So we'll go back to the top now. James, you are on the floor, so you're prone, but you've got still one of these in the room with you.
Well, so I can still see the one that's in the room with me.
Yeah, the one that took out your leg is still in the room. Didn't have enough time to get to the grate, but is working on it. You get the sense that they're just trying to escape, not to.
Oh, I want to trap this. Like, I want to grab a hold of this one.
Okay.
Do I get the sense? Are they making any sort of? Do they speak English, or are they making any sort of communication? Like when they talk, is it just jingle bells? Like what's going on?
No one has. None of them have made any sort of communication with you.
Okay, then maybe instead of going for it, I just want to point out and go, "Hey, what are you doing?"
If you're not trying to physically stop it.
I think I want to try to get between it and the grate and try to talk to it. Like, what are you doing?
Okay. Why don't you roll a d4 and tell me if it's even or odd? We'll see if you with a hurt limb are faster than a gingerbread man.
It's odd.
You can't catch him. He's the gingerbread man.
I was waiting for that. I
I
really was.
Well,
All right, it was nice seeing everybody. I have to leave.
I will say that you can reach him enough to grab at one of his arms. I'll roll for it. Let's see what happens. As you grab his arm, he turns back to look at you. Stares you straight in the eye, doesn't blink with his candy
Not the
button
button,
eyes.
not the conjure up button.
And you see him karate chop his own arm so that it breaks off. And then he turns and runs into the grate.
That is so metal, and I respect these gingerbread men.
Seriously, they're like ginger dead men. Ginger undead men.
So metal.
Yeah.
This grate is too big for you to go into, but
I would assume so. Okay,
unless you have
I have
something.
a tiny piece of his arm.
And as you hold on to it, it still moves.
I take a bite.
Okay.
Okay, that also is metal.
Roll Roll a
Hey.
d4 for me and tell me if it's even or odd.
I immediately puke. It's odd.
It's odd.
Yeah,
This is the best cookie you have ever eaten. It tastes so good.
but
Um,
oh no. Oh no.
you want to eat more?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I guess I eat the rest of his arm.
Okay.
Mmm.
Do you still have the bag of evidence crumbs?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you give me an act under pressure roll?
All right. A 6. I'm making up for it now.
You do not remember this bag because there are still crumbs of cookie all throughout this room that you can
Okay.
smell. And Lena will find you if Lena ever decides to come into the ice cream shop, or if Onyx comes in, they will find you uh, licking up crumbs from wherever you can find them.
Quick question for you, Will. I rolled 3 failures. How many
Uh-huh.
experience points should I mark?
Did any of them happen in the combat?
I think all of them did.
Actually, it doesn't matter. I think all 3 of these count.
I got
Sure.
royally physicked by these gingerbread men. Truly my worst battle to date.
You cannot. Also, your movement is slowed as a result of the fact that until you get some medical help.
Yeah.
You've got your knee misplaced right now.
Yeah.
But you're crawling around that floor and licking up any crumb you find, and you're super happy about it.
That is,
Lena, it's so delicious.
this is literally the most disturbing thing that's happened so far this entire show. I mean, and I say that in all admiration. Okay, just so that you know.
I mean,
Lena, it's delicious, but I'm scared.
all Lena has seen is like glass shatter, James dive, and dive again, and scream in agony, and then is licking the floor.
Hey, it's Thursday.
Technically, it's Wednesday.
Sure. I will say that as you guys are doing all of this too, you hear some sirens and see some flashing lights whirring down the road towards Times Square.
Well, I'm
Um,
probably gonna have to drag James out because we really need to get to what's her name?
Penny.
Penny.
Yeah, Penny. I don't know why, but Barbara stuck in my head, and I was like, "That's not right."
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, you can hail a taxi and get there pretty quick. I mean, like New York traffic quick, but that's probably your fastest bet with somebody who can't walk that well. And Echo, you have probably made it before everybody else.
Yes.
So we will cut to you now, who arrives at Penrose Triangle headquarters to see Penny with a police officer standing over a restrained Carmine, who has not yet come to consciousness.
Whoa, what happened here?
Also, can you? No, I won't make you roll.
Carmine kind of snores in his sleep. He's like, milk duds.
Not a bad candy. I agree with Carmine there.
I could never have him when I was a kid. I had braces. Right,
But
right.
as you walk up to Carmine, you see that he is not wearing his hat. And he does instead have a new item of clothing, which is I don't want to call it a necklace. It's more like a collar, a big metal collar.
Uh, what happened here?
Echo, I'm so glad you're here. This is Detective. I'm sorry, and he'll extend his hand to you, and he'll say, "Hi, I'm Justin Moore. I'm here to look into some cases that have been happening here. How much do
Okay.
you know about this person?"
He's my friend. Why is he knocked out? Why is he on the floor like this? This is not okay.
Penny will stop you and say, Echo, we're doing absolutely everything that we can. This is a delicate situation. There have been deaths, and we're not sure what's going on.
Okay, but why would Carmine have to be on the ground for that?
And then Justin will say, we have reason to believe that Carmine is the one responsible.
What proof do you have?
Why don't we wait for your friends and for Carmine to wake up? And through the magic of gaming montage, we will say that that James and Lena are able to arrive right as Carmine is waking up.
And just like in real life, you know that he's awake when he begins sort of humming Lydia the Tattooed Lady to himself. True story that happened.
Carmine, I will say things are a little bit foggy for you right now still.
Yeah, I bet.
You're not used to anything being able to take this kind of effect on you.
No.
Whatever medicine. Why don't you give me an investigate the mystery roll?
I will do my best. That actually came out of 12.
Not bad.
That's quite good. Yeah.
Is that true boxcar for you?
I had a +1 on it.
Okay.
So I rolled an 11 and got.
So I will say that with that, you know that the only way that this could have actually held an effect on you is if they were able to analyze your blood.
They must have done that awful fast.
Yeah, Penny's pretty good at what she does.
Yeah.
And she'll look at you and she'll say, I'm sorry, we're doing everything that we can for you, but you're going to have to answer some hard questions.
What is the capital of Mississippi?
Carmine.
Huh?
Are you able to answer some questions for us?
Oh.
Do we have to wait?
Yeah. I can. I can answer your questions.
Okay, I'm gonna turn it over to, and before she can finish, bad cop, Justin will put a picture in your face and say, "Do you know who this is?"
You're holding it too close. I can't see it.
He'll pull it back a little bit, and as it comes into focus, you remember the face of a little girl who many weeks ago you saw in the sewers for the first time.
Oh yeah, she knocked on my door. Penny, you sent her down there to come get me.
I did.
Somebody from here did. She told me to come to you.
I did. I was the one who sent her.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she would die because I sent her.
What got her?
And then another picture. This person you don't remember. A woman in her, let's say, late 40s, early to somewhere in her 40s. Attractive, blonde, skinny. Could play a witch in Wicked, maybe.
Oh, you know how it is.
Do you recognize this woman?
I mean, apart from the meta fact that she looks like a lot of the NPCs. No. No, I ain't seen her. I don't think I ever seen her before.
Interesting. She's dead.
I'm sorry to
And
hear that.
she died right outside of that manhole covering that you seem to use as your front door.
When did this happen?
Oh, maybe 6-ish hours ago. We have an eyewitness who says that they saw something like an alligator crawling down the manhole as the murder was happening.
Penny, I was here. We got back from like Montana.
I'm sorry, I misspoke.
Oh.
That
Sorry,
was me
I
as the
didn't.
keeper being bad.
Oh no, I was okay. Cool. I wasn't sure if that was like
No, it's
intrigue.
because I can't keep track of my own timelines.
No, because that would be like mad intrigue. That's what I'm like playing. Yeah.
We'll say in the last 3 hours.
Okay. There's no big alligator down there. I mean, there's me, but I didn't go vanishing down that manhole cover. When I got there, the police was there. Wait, you don't think?
I think a lot of things.
Yeah, but let's get a couple of them right out here on the table because I don't even know who that is. I've never seen her before. She looks kind of like Kristen Chenoweth. She'd be great in Wicked. I did not touch her.
It just dawned on me that I could make it Kristen Chenoweth in New York City, and she could be the victim in this case. And
Oh my God, no!
I ruined it. No. I don't know what to tell you. All of the evidence points to you, and unless we can,
what evidence points to me?
we have an eyewitness who saw you leaving the scene of a
An
murder.
eyewitness who saw a giant alligator leaving the scene, and you believed them.
They were going down your front door.
They were going down a manhole cover
That goes to where you live,
Who is the eyewitness?
and you're the alligator.
Except I didn't do it. Who is this eyewitness? Where are they?
I'm afraid that I can't tell you that. You've potentially murdered people.
Well, but literally there's nothing like I didn't have anything to do with that. Where was the body?
It was on the sidewalk outside of a shoe store.
Okay, so answer me this. You think that I went and took off my hat and ate a woman in broad daylight in New York? You think I did that?
I mean, something happened. We have
Yeah, that's not what I asked you though, Penny. What I asked you was, is that what you think happened?
Oh, I was being Justin. If
Oh,
you need
I'm
me to
sorry.
be
I called Justin Penny just because I want to confuse your enemy.
I should have better voices.
That's okay.
Penny will interject here and say, we're sure that this is a misunderstanding, but we have to prove that everything's okay. We have to prove that you're not a monster.
Well, there's a slight problem with that. I am literally a monster.
I don't believe that. Do you believe that?
Just because I don't actually go around eating people doesn't mean I'm not monstrous.
All
It's
right.
not the same thing.
Well,
I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done that to those people.
then let's
I-
find the person who did.
Well, I'd like to.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen. I've paid your bail. You're allowed to be out as long as you keep this collar on. It's going to inform the police where you are at all times. And if you do anything monstrous, it's going to give you a little bit of a shock. And until we can figure out who did this, it's the only way to keep you not in trouble or not in more trouble. It's the best I could do, Carmine. And I'm not often in a position where I can't do whatever I want. I'm sorry.
Sad music. This is that's he just he's run out of Carmine has run out of things to say for the first time in many people's recent memory.
Awesome. Everyone else, you are there. You're taking it all in. Penny will look to you all and say, "I'm sorry to bring you in on such short notice, but this is personal. I would appreciate it if you could help."
What?
Okay,
This is
but like,
ridiculous.
yeah, what other evidence do we have besides the eyewitness? Is the eyewitness credible?
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Yeah,
Look
it
at
does.
Look at me.
So,
If we don't prove to this officer that I am what I say I am, he didn't care.
well, but that's the point. Like, besides the eyewitness, I mean, have we done bite analysis? Have we done, like, Lena just goes into this whole, like, true crime thing. Like, she's
Hell
been
yeah.
listening to too many true crime
Too many
podcasts.
podcasts.
I've made a mistake. I'm sure all of you know more about true crime than I do. as a
I
viewer,
I know
so
literally nothing. I've not what no.
Don't at me in the comments, friends.
I'm aware that it exists.
Alex will tell you that I threw him off the last time we did a true crime, so, like, it's fine.
No, we're no. The detective will say, as far as I'm concerned, this is pretty much open and shut. But
Yeah, I
anything,
that's
don't have any
racist.
trouble believing that out of you.
yeah, okay.
That's prejudice, and no.
I mean,
That would be like saying, I saw this really tall policeman walking through Central Park, and then a guy turned up dead. Like, who knows? Could it have been the cop? Maybe. A person said he saw him. Guess it was the cop.
So you're trying to say that there are two things that are out there.
No.
if there was
Are you
anything
done?
else down there, I would have seen it. Either that or it just got along real recent.
So you're saying that the eyewitness is lying.
Obviously.
I'm just
I'm saying I don't
wondering
know what they
her
saw, but they didn't see
credibility
me.
is.
Okay.
Like, what did this alligator thing look like? Like, what color was it? How tall was it? Can she describe it?
Did it have my fashion sense?
See? Because I'm like 99% sure that Carmine wears his hat all the time.
Well, I'm not supposed to show everybody everything, but here's what I will show you. And he'll produce a picture that is fairly graphic of a woman who's been chomped on by something with roughly the size mouth of Carmine. And
We'll let the Chinese dragon out.
he'll just he'll look at Carmine and say, "You said it yourself. There's nothing else down there that could do something like this
That we know of.
that he knows of, and he's the one who lives there, and he's the one who said that there's nothing else."
Well, we've been gone for a while, so I mean, we just came back.
So you're telling me that you're basing your whole little open shut case on hearsay from an eyewitness and hearsay from me? Are you kidding me?
You
Like,
just told me that nothing else could do this, that there was nothing else.
I
That
did
he
not
knows
say
of.
anything of the sort. I said there's not another alligator down there. There's no one else like me down there, or I'd know it.
And I'm saying that this person got chomped by an alligator.
Well, then we should be looking for an alligator, not a Carmine.
And that's why you have the deal that you have. You're more than welcome to go looking for an alligator. Until then, I've found one.
Fine.
I can't wait to prove you wrong.
Lena's so mad. She doesn't like how this cop is conducting his investigation at all.
Neither
Yeah.
do I.
Yeah, Carmine is giving him the kind of looks that, that promise 5 extremely interesting minutes if they're ever caught alone together.
Sure. Until then, he feels pretty comfortable with you being tied down.
I'm sure he does.
So if there's nothing else, I'll let you guys go on your wild gator chase, and I'll see you in a few days.
Fine.
And if no one stops him, he will make his way
Wait, can I
out
keep
of.
the pictures?
Oh, sure. I have copies.
Cool.
Do you have any cookies?
No, God, we're not dealing with you at this moment. This is so much
Cool,
more
sorry.
than invisible gingerbread men.
I'm like out of it right now. So what's going on?
And he'll walk away as you all watch him go, and Penny sits sobbing in a corner, unable to do anything more about it. And I think that's a pretty good place for us to take a break. Sorry,
it's okay.
Carmine, I didn't mean to cut you off. If there's
No,
something
it's not a big. It's fine. It's just, whatever Carmine was gonna do, we can do after the break.
Sure, it'll give us a few minutes to
Yeah.
to breathe and decompress. And thank you,
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
That's
Okay, heavy.
adversarial, I know. So thank you
Yeah.
for being good sports, and that's how conflict happens. So now we've
it
got
was
something
fun.
to resolve. So thanks everybody for joining us. We're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna grab something to drink, maybe grab a snack, and we'll see you here in just a few minutes. Thanks so much.